Hey guys! Hi, welcome to my music blog. I know it's been a while since I've done my music blog and I apologize for that. I've just been having a hard time keeping up with all my booktubes and my diabetic vlogs and my music vlogs now, and hopefully I'll be able to spend a lot more time on all three of them. So let's get started. Today I was trying to think about what type of video I wanted to film, and I know I was doing my Rush vlogs and I'll continue to do some more of those, but today I just want to talk about music, bands, and their longevity and how long bands can stay together. Obviously I will still be talking about Rush some because I think that they're one of the longest bands that have stayed together for long and produced so much music as they have, and has been so successful as they have. So let's get started. So as we know, I'll just go ahead and start with Rush. They were together for over 40 years. They have 20 studio albums, several live albums, and they wrapped up their final tour about 3 years ago. And that's sad for a lot of us Rush fans and music fans and musicians out there who appreciate their music so much and their work. And it's just amazing that they stuck together so long. Just three people. Obviously, getting us were friends since high school. Neil came in, they considered him the new guy, and he's always going to be like the new guy because he was kind of the last person, he was last voice to join the band. However, he was with them for 44 years. And it's just amazing how long they stayed together. And there is a few other bands that I like, although I've come to them after their music career is already over, which is very sad for me. Like Pink Floyd, I like Pink Floyd. Obviously they're not together anymore either. And also Journey, which I was a big fan of Journey when I was younger. I just got back into their music again recently and they are touring. And it just makes me so sad that the original singer is not with them anymore, Steve Perry. His voice is phenomenal. I don't know how he does it. He was born with a gift, as long as I'm sure lots of hard work and time and hours he put into it. But he has such an amazing voice. I just love Journey, and they've had several different singers, guitarists, keyboardists, all those things, and their band I think has changed a lot since the beginning. They've been around since '75 was when their first album came out, and of course I just found out this recently that Steve Perry was not the original singer either, but I think he's the person that really put the band out there more. People became probably more fans of Journey, knew more about them when they came out. And I really want to go see them in concert. They're going to be where I live in a couple of weeks. I don't want to go see them, but it's an inside venue. I prefer outside venues way much better. The sound quality is better. I like being in the fresh air. It's just so much more better and interesting to be outside. And it's summertime and they're inside, which probably just has to do about location and cost, but still I prefer outdoor concerts. So I'd love to see your guys' thoughts and comments down below if you prefer indoor, outdoor concerts, and other bands that I should check out that have not been that have impacted your guys' lives and you think that are really good, but it's sad that they haven't stuck together for a long time. There's some other bands that there's not a whole lot of other bands that I have really followed that were back from that far that haven't stayed together, but one of those is Fleetwood Mac, and I really like their music. It's very different, interesting, also in the 70s. And they have also had a hard time keeping their members because of not getting along and not being able to work together and cooperate with each other. And I read a book about Fleetwood Mac. It was very interesting. It talked a lot about that, how Stevie Nicks, who I love her music, and she's a great artist and a great writer, has an amazing voice as well. She wanted to have a solo project and tour on her own, and she wasn't able to do that to stay with the band. And also Fleetwood Mac is touring, when they started touring this year, and that'll be where I have a chance to see them in February of next year, which I'd like to do, but it's also an inside venue. And although I haven't heard all of Fleetwood Mac's music, I've heard a lot of it. I don't think that with their type of music, they could probably, obviously not touring right now with their original band, and I think that's like okay for people who like their music, but they haven't been around for the whole ride. Obviously, people like with Rush or Journey or what other band out there that they've been following their whole entire career and tour, and they've listened to every album, they bought every album, they can really be able to tell. But for someone like me who have been listening to them for a couple of years and I really like them and I haven't got caught on to someone's voice or guitarist or keyboardist, it's easier to still like it and enjoy it. And I do really like the new Journey Arnell. He's a great voice too, and he sounds a lot like him. I don't think he has the same maybe necessary capacity that Steve Perry did, and that's okay because he does a very good job representing a lot of their old songs and their well-known songs and their love songs, and that's great. So I still would really like to be able to see them. And I just think it's really sad because people have such, when bands have been good even for just a couple years and they're so well knit and play so well together live and they know each other so well, and because of relationship differences and not being like along, they can't stay together. And I think that's sad for them and the whole band, because you know, people who are well loved like that, they can keep they can be touring for 44 years or more, and that's a loss of, you know, family, companionship, friendship, and also a financial loss, because for people who are that well known, they could have made a lot more money and kept on touring. Also, I feel like with Rush, I was talking with my dad, and I feel like Rush has put themselves kind of in an early grave by retiring earlier. And I understand they probably couldn't do 4-hour shows, and that's fine. But for these people who have been playing music since they were kids, since they were 15 or 16, and all of a sudden they stop. And it's not because they can't do it, it's just it's not as good as they want it to be, because they want it to be really, really good and be the best they can be, which I can completely understand. But they could still be really, really good and maybe not do at the capacity of amazingness as they did before when they were younger, but that's fine. Because I'm just thinking, I hope they don't, you know, in their lives, or, you know, become mentally ill because of this. They're not doing what they love to do anymore. And it's just, I know people have to make that decision for themselves, and they do, and hopefully they make the right decision for themselves. And I just made me think of Rush's song Losing It, which I love, and it's about that, you know, a rider not being able to ride anymore, and a dancer not being able to dance anymore. And that song has really impacted me in my life, and it's one of the songs that made me a Rush fan. And to not be able to do what you love anymore, and actually it's different if you really cannot physically do it, but you can. It's just not as good as it was. And you know, some people can't tour really live well, but Rush can. And you know, some people can do better on studio, some people do better live. It just depends. But I'd love to know all your guys' thoughts about that. Thanks for watching this video. Please be sure to like it, and I'll have another video up soon for you guys. Bye.